How we doing, guys? Myself, Preddie OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Now, everyone always complains at me like, because I'm always shy and what about this then? Guy shoots after 2 cars. Everyone's talking about, what? You shouldn't give them a life sentence, you shouldn't give them... What do we give them then? What, is this okay? Is this okay that our children in broad daylight are seeing man letting off shots and them men are doing it like they're just running around in the computer game like there's no civilians? Like what happens if someone got shot? What if there was a little girl running around and just playing? What happens if she gets shot? What's anyone gonna say then? Is that when everyone's gonna have an uproar? Is that when everyone's gonna say, do you know what? That's wrong. That's wrong. But us in our community, we will still share it, we'll still film the video, make it go viral, but we won't snitch. But everyone looks at me like I'm a snitch. I'm a snitch because I'm trying to save lives. I'm a snitch because I'm trying to understand and say, rah, do you know what? I love my life. I want everybody else to love life. I'm a human. I see walk past someone, I'm gonna give someone a £2, £3, £4, £5. People's like, oh, don't give to homeless people. Why? He's a human being as well. We're walking past and we're stepping over people. We're seeing things happening in our own community and no one does nothing. But everyone sits there and says, rah, like, did you see that? And these kids are watching this. Kids are sharing this video around right now. Take a look at this picture. The guy's letting off shots at one car, lets off shots at another car. The other cars crash. You man are running around like Wild Wild West. I'm telling you, some sentences need to get licked down on people's clerks now. I'm talking about the community saying, do you know what? I'm telling. Rags, I'm telling. Snitching, information, whatever it is, I'm snitching. Because this is a joke. It's gonna come on your doorstep and everyone's gonna start marching, yeah? Marching when it's your child. Everyone's gonna start marching when someone like you, and all you bad man, I'm talking about you as well, when you find that your sister gets clapped over. What about that then, big man? What about that, when your sister gets clapped over? What happens if your little brother gets clapped over? Because I know you don't got little brothers, little nieces, little nephews. What about them? Because you don't think like no one can't get touched right now. Like you lot are invincible, running around like letting off shots, stabbing people like it's free for all right now. Parents need to step up some more. I told you this already. Government, you lot, I don't know what you're doing. Behind closed doors, please tell me you're doing something. Please tell me that you're putting legislations into place. Please tell me that you're doing some sort of laws. Please, what are you doing? Please tell me you're out there. Please tell me you know who they are. Please tell me that you're building up investigation and you're looking at me like, Chris, we've got this. We've been watching it for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months now. We've got this. Please tell me you got something. Please tell me that the community's actually stepped up and said, you know what? I'm actually gonna do something about this. Please tell me that there's a few more olders and a few more man that's been there, done that, had the bruises, had the t-shirt and saying, do you know what? Man's gonna give back. Man's gonna tell a couple of youth man that we're going the wrong way. Who's gonna step up and do that? Who's gonna rise above that and say, listen, this is what we need to do now? But no one's not doing that, but everyone wants to talk about being real. What is being real when we're sharing this? What's being real when man's running around in broad daylight, letting off shots and everyone's telling me that that's not real? That's not real. That's carnage. That's disgusting, bruv. That's not humane. But we look at it like, oh, raw, what a society, raw, well, Great Britain. Oh, forget Great Britain, forget being great, forget any of that right now. Right now, this is a carnage. This is a warfare. So I'm telling you guys right now, this is the reason why the program needs to be put in place. Sending them to the prisons, sending them to the hospitals and the funeral homes. Reality needs to be hitting on some of these kids' clock. Because I don't understand how everyone's running around like everything, like no one doesn't understand this is life. No one don't appreciate life no more. We don't even appreciate life. We share it so much that I even believe that sometimes when we share it, we don't believe that it's real. I'll say it again. Sometimes I think that we're watching it and we don't believe it's real. But what we're watching is not a TV show. What we're watching is not Love Island. What we're watching is somebody, young person, being murdered, getting stabbed, being bullied, being groomed. This is real life. This is not a movie. This is not a game. And some of us, I feel, are being disengaged to the understanding because we see it so much. It's like everybody's switching off. It's like everybody's not waking up even more and saying, hold on a minute, this is real. Remember the days you used to watch on TV and explosions and cars, they said cut at the end. People got paid at the end. The only person that's getting paid at the end of this one now is funeral parlors, unfortunately, when you have to bury your child. Come on, guys, man. This is what we got day in, day out. A man them running around on the road going like you lot are bad, man. I don't care. Everyone can call me fake all you want, all you roll, man. Fake, man. Oh, man, no. You lot don't know nothing. Okay, take 2 years in your clock. 25 years, 30 years. Seeing bare people now coming out on TV, on little platforms saying, man, done 13 years in the can. All my friends turned their back on me. I'm the baddest boy. I got sentenced when I was 17. He licked over someone for an M charge. Wasn't even got anything to do with him. It was his friend's beef. He ran up on his friend's beef. He dealt with the man. He's got 13 years at the age of 17. Comes out when he's big man 30 and he said none of these friends read for him. He thought he was going to come out and it's going to be all normal. Didn't work like that. And now he's on license. Yeah? For life. Do you know what it's like to be licensed for life, you youths? You youths don't know about that, innit? Because you don't think, yeah, you just go to prison. I don't care what I'm going to say to the judge. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. I don't need a barrister. I'm not going to stand out in court. I'm going to smile. I'm going to laugh. I'm a bad man. And then you realise, 7-8 years into your stretch, like, bro, where's my doggies then? Man's not even calling no more. Man's not sending VOs no more. Man's not sending little phone calls, a little emails, a little, like, sometimes man like a little message. Like, you know, back in the day, because back in the day, getting a letter in prison for the man them, bruv, was gracious. You man don't do that. You man are too busy popping bottles, but I thought you was riding for your driller. I thought you lot was all gang banging, no snitching, gang. Now you're in there by yourself. And then you come out, you're on license for the rest of your life. You're not allowed to be in certain areas. You're not allowed to hang around certain people. If you do anything wrong, I'm talking about if you talk disrespectfully to someone, you shout at your baby mum, you get into a little argument, you're going back to prison, rude boy. Rico, go back to prison. But you lot want to act like bad men and run around and shoot guns and everything. You're going to be on license. But some of you lot need much more tougher sentence, and even the sentence that certain men are getting, when they realise it, it's too late. Don't be one of those people that get 30 years, bruv, and now realise it's too late when you're 18 knowing that your life is done.